What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Plus Unit Picks. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment on the video and send it to somebody right now that could utilize this information because I've got some great details coming up. Tonight is Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. We've got the Spurs versus the Thunder. Okay, so real quick on the recap. We went 2-1 last night on our plays for the Cleveland Cavs versus the New York Knicks game. For Game 4 there, actually Game 3 there, and the free play streak is currently 8-1. So 8 wins and 1 loss over our last 9 plays over the past 3 games, actually. So the data has been aligning. If you're already signed up on Winnable for the free plays or the free membership, you already know the link is in the description. It's also pinned to the comment section. The free membership gets you those details of the plays the moment I drop it. So OKC, the Thunder, on to the game. OKC leads the series 2-1, and the Spurs are desperate tonight. They need a win, so they don't want to go down 3-1 with the series returning back to OKC. So San Antonio at home, in my opinion, in a must-win spot. You've got Wembanyama. He's a different animal, totally. So 3 plays tonight, all backed by data. And before we get into it, guys, this is actually an underdog play. So you need to tell these plays on underdog tonight. And if the way you do that, you use my code PLUS that you see right here on the screen. That's PLUS. That is it. Very simple. If you're not using underdog, you can sign up as a new user. They're offering a great bonus offer where if you bet $5 on their platform, they're going to gift you $50 in your betting account. So Underdog's a terrific platform where you can basically tail these plays for parlays, and you can even do flex plays as well on your parlays. So check that out, guys. If you're already using Underdog, of course, you can use Novig. Novig has one of the best offers by far for new users, where if you use my code PLUSUNIT, that will unlock the bonus where you spend $5 and also get $50 deposited to your sports betting account. So that's all you have to do. Send me a screenshot as well if you use Underdog or also Novig, and I'll get you a free paid membership for 30 days for each sign up in my VIP and Winnable. Okay, so you've got 2 platforms, guys. I mean, I try and look out for you guys and let you know who's got the best offers, and Underdog is up, and also you've got Novig. So 2 platforms, 2 months of free memberships, easy money, very simple, take it. All right, with that being said, we're going to move into the first play on the card for tonight, and that is going to be Chet Holmgren. So we've got Chet Holmgren on the under. We're going to fade him on blocks for the game for Game 4. So the reason why I like it, first off, this is the first time we've done this. So for this type of card for Chet, Holmgren has been completely neutralized by Wembanyama. Like I had talked about, Wembanyama kind of has his number. He played a little bit better in Game 3, but in Game 1 he had 0 blocks in 49 minutes combined. In Game 3, his block numbers were minimal, and that's exactly what you expect when you put a 7-footer who averages 1.7 blocks per game against the best shot blocker on the planet. So Wembanyama's presence in the paint forces Holmgren to alter his approach defensively. He cannot be aggressive going for blocks when Wemby is lurking on the other end, right? So in my opinion, you know, the blocks per game, it's at 1.7, but in this specific matchup for Chet, I don't see, I mean, over the past 2 games, actually, of the series, Chet has not had any blocks. So let's dive into the numbers on Novig really quick. The head-to-head matchup shows in the first game he only had 2 blocks, so he went over. But in the last 2 games, he was under. So, and then the head-to-head matchup over the past 8 matchups against the Spurs, Chet actually, if you faded him, you would have cashed, 63% of your tickets. So I like this one a lot, guys. Over the past 5 games, if you would have faded him on basically blocks, on under 2 blocks, you would have cashed 80% of your tickets for 4 out of 5. So take that one as the first pick on underdog for your for the free plays. The second play we're going to go with is going to be Devin Vassell. So Devin Vassell is we're going to take him on. We're going to fade him on assist at 2.5. We actually took this last game and it cashed for us. So Vassell is a scorer, and an assist is not really, it's just not there, for the series, in this series for him. So in game 1, he actually had 0 assists, and he had 13 points across 35 minutes. His season average of 2.5 assists per game is right at the number, and OKC's defensive pressure with, Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso in the passing lanes makes it, extremely hard for him to generate clean assist opportunities. So this is a must-win home game tonight, and Vassell is going to be hunting down on offense. Hunting his own offense, of course, aggressive scoring, getting to the line, pulling up from the mid-range along with Stephon Castle. So they're trying to, pretty much contribute. Now, of course, they've got De'Aaron Fox back if he stays healthy, but Wembanyama is going to need help, and Vassell is going to have to score. I don't think assist is going to be too much a part of his game. So his role in San Antonio's offense is mainly scoring, not too much distributing. And his floor on assist, when it comes to OKC's defensive pressure, is 0 to 1. So let's look at the numbers in outlier.bet. And if we, just look at the past 8 matchups that he's had against the OKC Thunders, primarily this season. Let's see, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 matchups where he's faced the Thunder, and of those matchups, he only went over 1 time on this assist number. So he had 4 assists in the very first game that they played this season. But for this series, he's at 2. His high is a 2. His low is a 1. So in the 3 games they've played, he's had 2 assists on the high end and 1 on the low end. So I like this stat line a lot in terms of what the data is saying over the past 5 games. In general, including the last series, he's not getting a lot of assists, aside from he had an outlier performance against the T-Wolves, which I think was game 7. No, that wasn't game 7. They didn't go game 7. I believe that was game 6. Game 5 or 6, because they did not go a game 7. But yeah, I like this one a lot, guys. Go ahead and fade that on a fade. Devin Vassell on assist. And then the third and final play, guys, is going to be, of course, no one else other than Victor Wembanyama. We're going to take him. We're going to fade him on blocks and steals. We actually cashed on this one last game, so I don't see why we can't cash on it again. So the reason why, I just talked about it for one. But, he had 3 blocks and 1 steal in game 1 for 4 combined. In game 2, he had 3 blocks and 0 steals for 3 total combined. And then in game 3, he had 3 blocks and 0 steals again. So 3 straight games under 4.5. The steal numbers in particular have been virtually non-existent. Just 1 steal across those 3 games, in a desperate must-win home game for game 4. Wembanyama is going to be primarily offensive focus, obviously, for the Spurs. Attacking the basket, he's going to try and hit threes. He's pretty much going to have to play hero ball and get support from the other guys. Like I said, Castle and Vassell, De'Aaron Fox, if he stays healthy. So when he's in scoring mode, he's not really gambling for steals or in passing lanes. His block numbers have been consistent at 3 per game, but steals have dried up completely. 3 straight games, I think lower at 4.5 blocks and steals. Let's check out the numbers in Outlier real quick. So, like I said, we just cashed on this one last game, so we're trying to strike while the iron is hot, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Let's see. Once my tool loads up. Goodness. All right. Head-to-head matchup in the 3 games against OKC. Actually, he did go over in game 2 with 5. He had 4 blocks and 1 steal in game 2. But in game 1, he had 3 blocks and 1 steal. And then game 3, he had 2 blocks and 1 steal. And then over the past 9 games, 89%, you know, if you would have faded him on blocks and steals, you would have cashed 89% of your tickets. That's a strong number, 89% over 9 games, 8 out of 9. I'm taking that all day. And then the last 5 games, of course, including the last series where they played the T-Wolves, his average is 3.6 blocks and steals, and his median is right at 3. And he had the outlier performance like we just talked about for game 1. So that's an 80% clip. If you faded him, you're cashing 80% of your tickets for 4 out of 5. So those are the 3 official plays, guys. Take them on Underdog if you can. You know, sign up for my code. Use my new code with Underdog PLUS. That'll get you access to their platform, where if you bet $5, you get an extra $50 in deposit bonuses just for being a new user. If you're already on Underdog, check out Novig. Use my code PLUSUNIT. Spend $5. Also get $50 as a new user. Code is PLUSUNIT, like I said. With that being said, guys, let me know down below in the comments what you like versus what you didn't like, what you're going to tell versus what you're going to fade. And hopefully we get back on the winning side like we've been. We're 8-1, and we're trying to keep that momentum going. So I'll talk to you guys later.